Enforcement individual here, Edward Wright. He's the constable of Dallas County. So I will request him to come and say a few words. He's been serving this area of Dallas County and others for many, many years. And we are very glad to have him as one of our law enforcement officers. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Constable Ed Wright. I'm a constable here in Dallas County. I've been a police officer for 33 years, and we are getting towards our campaign season. And I'm here to talk to everybody about campaigning and us getting votes all around the city. The cities I have are DeSoto, Cedar Hill, Irving, Grand Prairie, Coppell, and Carrollton. So my friend Baker and Ahmed talked to those guys. They invited me out. They said, won't you come come in our mosque and talk to everybody and tell them about who you are and the things that you do for the community. So if I could take 2 or 3 minutes of you guys' time before you guys leave, I'd just like to let you guys know who I am and a couple of things that I do for our community and just everybody in the community. So if I have just a couple of minutes, I'll let you guys go. I started a program for kids back in maybe 2019 where I found out I was a diabetic. And so what I did was started a program where it's called Let's Get Fit with Constable Wright. So what I do is I go into schools all over the city, all throughout Dallas County. I go into schools and I work out with kids anywhere from the age of 5 to 14 years old. I work out with those kids and I try to teach those kids about eating healthy, get enough sleep, drinking enough water so they won't become a diabetic like me, because I became a diabetic and I lost 25 pounds. So I don't want kids to end up getting sick like me, so I'm trying to do more to help kids out in our community. My wife and I started a scholarship program. And what we did, kids going to school, if you got any kids who are seniors in high school, they're eligible. You don't have to write an essay or do anything like that. If you're a senior in high school, you're eligible for my wife and our scholarship program. And what we do is we give each child a refrigerator, a TV, a microwave, all the bedding for their bed, and give them a foot locker full of everything that they'll need for their senior year. So that goes to anybody, no matter who they are. We gave out 10 this past year. We gave out 10 students all over Dallas County. So my wife and I, we're trying to do things for our community. I'm trying to do things for our community. And the biggest thing I was telling the guys about earlier, the biggest thing that I stand for is we realize that people who look like us are victimized by police officers. If I'm being real, people who look like us are victimized by people who work with me. So I try to go out in the community and I try to talk to young kids that are driving, they're starting to drive anywhere from 16 to 18 years old. I try to get out there and I talk to them about how they need to interact with the police. Because sometimes we bring some of the problems we have on ourselves because we may talk crazy to the police or not give them respect. But I try to get these kids to understand there's a way that you need to talk to these police officers, because some of these police officers are looking to harm people that look like us. And if I'm being real, they're looking to harm people that look like us. So it's best for me as a police officer to go to them and talk to them and tell them, hey, you can't act that way. We already have 3 strikes already. We already have 3 strikes on us already because of the way we look. So we have police officers who are taking advantage of us because of the way we look. So I go out and I try to make sure that I talk to kids about how they need to interact with the police. So I've been doing this stuff for 33 years. I was an officer. I was on our SWAT team for 15 years. And I think I probably made over 7,000 arrests. I probably filed about 200 cases, and I've never lost a case. But I try to make sure that I not only do things as far as doing my job as far as the police, I try to go out and also teach our community about what's best for our community, dealing with the police, about how. Now, I go out to talk to tons of senior citizen apartment complexes and senior citizens, and I try to tell them. My own mother stayed in a senior citizens apartment complex, and I went over her house one day. Well, my brothers went over her house one day, went inside, and she had people inside her house that she didn't know, because they tend to believe people and trust anybody come to their door. So I go out and I tell these people, you cannot, even my mom, you cannot open the door for someone you don't know. They were in there trying to sell her something. She was getting ready to give them money for something she didn't need. So I go out and I try to make sure I let people know, our elderly know as well, you can't do this because people are looking to take advantage of you. So my whole point of saying all this is that I'm running for office, but I want you guys to understand that I don't just do police work. I actually try to go out in our community and do things for our community to make sure our community is safe. Everyone, no matter if you're black, white, orange, pink, blue, no matter who you are, I try to make sure our community is safe. I'm asking for you guys' support. When it's time to vote, you guys will have some literature I'll pass out the next couple of days. Everybody have some literature. Appreciate you guys. Give me a couple of minutes just to tell you about who I am, okay? Thank you guys so much. Thank you.